Or yeah, it would be the opposite of what like wrestlers and people do. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't they just weigh people in right before they go in the cage? And if you miss weight, you're out.
Because that would incentivize them to fight while dehydrated, which is dangerous and bad for your brain.
Yep.
That makes a huge amount.
Let's see how it goes for him, though. I mean, let's see how
it would be funny.
I don't know. If
you want more knockouts in your league? That's how you get it.
But it's just like weak, like
no.
Like just exhausted punches.
Everyone looks like heavyweights.
Most guys literally wouldn't do it though. Like you've seen those guys on the scales who are like shaking and trembling. Like we could go beat these guys up right now. Like they had a hard time getting to this room. Right. So the idea of them going in and performing at like against another professional athlete is silly. They wouldn't. They'd be like, you know what? Turns out I'm not a 155 pounder after all. More of a 170 pounder.
These guys are professional athletes. The scale is 3 inches tall and they need help stepping down.
Yeah.
That's the moment I could beat Joe Lozon.
Oh, a lot of those guys catch an ass whooping. You push them hard enough, they couldn't break their goddamn fall. Yeah. I wish they'd do something like that because I'd like to. It's so silly when you see that Dustin Poirier and Khabib Nurmagomedov are 155 pounders. They are these giant dudes. They are big. They're 6 feet tall and they're 205 pounds when they walk around. These are big, solid, muscly men who somehow get down to 155 when it's fight time.
Is there a better system? Because like what he said, like you really can't weigh them too close to the fight.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. If they want to come in like that and get the shit beaten out of them by a guy who belongs in the weight class, let them come. If they want their brains beaten out of them, if they want to die, let it happen.
I love this. I'm such a retard in regard to MMA. Kyle says that, and immediately I'm like, all right, I switch teams. And so yeah, you're right. So now it'd be a 155-pound guy who's hydrated, actually weighs 155 pounds, and then there's a dude who weighs 185 pounds who comes into the ring who has no business being there, and he just gets dehydratedly knocked out. All right, you won me over. I like that.
That would be fun. One championship does it, and it's expensive. They weigh people in training camp. They weigh people all year round. It's almost like USADA drug tests. And that makes sure that they don't cut too much weight. They check their hydration.
That's overcomplicated though. We weigh them right before they step in there. And there are severe consequences for missing weight. So you better be dehydrated enough right when you walk in, dummy. You don't get a sip of water till you're in the cage. After round 1.
Yeah. five ounces around.
That's the other rule. No sips of water till after round 1. You shouldn't even be thirsty when you walk up to that scale. You should be like, yeah, bro, let's do this.
No,
don't take your necklace off. Don't take your beats by fucking whoever off. No, wear sneakers when you get on there. Those rock sneakers.
They should have to only drink beverages that are promoted on the mat. They're drinking Monster Energy and Dos Equis.
I just know when I introduce the sport to new people, and I have to explain that, like, oh yeah, see they cut weight, and you see a guy who's like, he looks like the guy who got the chemicals spilled on him in RoboCop. He's they got the Mr. Burn hands like our beloved president, and they're all shaky and trembly, and they look gaunt. And sometimes they'll even tell you, they're like, God, I feel like shit. Like it's their worst day of their lives. Fuck that. Don't make them have to do that. Make a system that doesn't incentivize that, because they're the ones who are paying the price. Like the system is supposed to make it so guys don't get hit while they're dehydrated. Shit, it's failed.
I just loved Mr. Burns' hands.